Carolyn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is my 2019 Christmas home tour. Woohoo! I am so excited to bring this to you guys. I have been working really super duper hard on my decor, and I'm finally ready to show everything to you in one fell swoop. I wanted to let you know that the way this video is going to go, I am going to start the video out at the mailbox. I'm going to walk you up the driveway, I'm going to walk you down the sidewalk, and then I'm going to morph into some footage of, let me walk a little closer to you. I'm going to morph into some footage of me talking and going all the way through my house, talking you through the decor. And then at minute mark this, I'm going to morph into some video footage of all of the lights out, only the Christmas lights on, and of me walking through the house, just taking silent video, just to music. So at minute mark this, if you don't want to hear me yammering on and talking about everything, just skip to minute mark this, and then you can just watch the tour to music. So I like to give options in this video because I know that, you know, some people don't like, a lot of people don't have an hour or whatever this ends up being just to sit and watch a home tour, you know. So I like to give options. Also, I want to go ahead and do my final words here before I start the tour, because I'll be behind the camera from now on. And for those of you who don't know, and this may be the first time you're hearing these, my final words, I feel like they were given to me from above, and I feel like they were written on a chalkboard, and I can almost read them verbatim every time. Now sometimes I might mix a word up here or there, but basically I was felt led, and I can't close the video out without doing these final words now. So let me just say to those of you who are suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you through each day, making the very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, let me wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hopefully 2020 will bring us all kinds of wonderful new things. But with all that said, I'll just say until next time, y'all take good care. And here we go into the 2019 Christmas home tour. Okie dokie everybody, here we are out at my mailbox. Back there's my house. You can actually see it with all the leaves off the trees and everything. It's getting to the point now, we've lived here 6 years. But anyway, here's my mailbox. And this is the same decor I used last year, just a mailbox cover. Pretty cardinals and a lantern and a big red bow that I made last year. And then a little snowman in the back with some poinsettias and berries, and a little snow place like home, little sign that I get from Piper Classics. This poor thing, it's seen better days, but it's been hanging out here for years and years. Ever since we put those little cup holders in, it's been hanging here. I also have a solar light out here that comes on at night whenever we get some sun. Anyway, that's my mailbox. So off we go. We're going to head up the driveway. Probably put you into fast motion a little bit because it's a bit of a little trek up here up the driveway. But I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you this pretty little deer and sleigh that we got. It lights up at night. Can't remember where we got that. It was like Lowe's or Home Depot, one or the other. As we get closer, let me scooch on up here a little bit. It's chilly out here today. If you hear me shivering, that's why. We have the American flag flying all year round. We also have solar lights on it. So it, you know, you're not supposed to fly the American flag at night without it being lit. So it's lit all the time. 6 years we live in Spotsylvania, Virginia. We live in a very Civil War rich area. And you see all the lights in the windows there on. They are on 24/7. They're all ganged together on one switch. And I have two schools of thought that I like to adhere to with the lights in the windows. One is that whoever was at home waiting for their soldier to come home would put one candle in the window, and that would light their soldier's way home. So I always thought that was very nice to think about. And also it's a sign of friendship, having a sign of welcoming and friendship, having lights in the windows. So I feel like I'm a pretty friendly, welcoming person. So our builder offered the holiday light package, and so we took advantage of that, and I can turn all those lights out with one switch, on one switch. All right, here we go. Let's walk up the sidewalk here. Oh, I wanted to show you, we do have two wreaths on the door, on the gates back there with the newfies. Sorry for all the leaves. The wind has been blowing. Chris just blew them. So here we go with a light pole here, and I just have one poor decrepit, look at that, decrepit wreath out here, but that's okay. You can't notice that from the road. And I have every intention of switching out that wreath, but I just haven't done it yet. But, and then this old snowman, that's a metal hat he has on. He is weathered and old, naturally. I didn't do that to him, he's just old. And then I have a couple of flags flying in the flower beds. We have wreaths on all the windows with the burgundy bows, the red gazing ball. Here's another old snowman. And of course the lights aren't on during the day, but I will morph to some footage right about now. And we'll head up on the front porch when it's dark. And then on into the house, and off we'll go for our 2019 Christmas home tour. All right, be right back. Okie dokie, everybody. Here I am, standing outside of our home, fixing to go in and start my narrated part of my 2019 Christmas home tour. But I wanted to come out here and show you the front of the house in the evening hours and just explain a little bit about the lighting that you see out here. This lighting is not up for Christmas. This lighting is on the house like this all through the year. Well, except that I don't have garland up and around the door and a lit wreath and on the door. But I'm talking about the pathway lights and the up lights, as you can see under the trees there. And then you can see that there's, you know, wash lights and spotlights. And there's even a spotlight up on the landing up there too. So it was my idea to do this lighting like this, but it was my husband Chris who brought it all to fruition. He installed all of this lighting, and it is all, it's not solar lighting, it's, you know, hardwired in, and it's on timers. He can set the time that it comes on, you know, about 5 o'clock at this time of the year, you know, later, much later, you know, when we are in daylight savings time, and it goes out 6 hours later. So, but I just wanted to explain that the house looks like this all the time. All the time. It's quite pretty, and I'm so grateful to Chris for doing this lighting for us. He is an engineer, you guys. He's a mechanical engineer, but he knows all about electrical stuff too. Anyway, here's the front porch decor. I have a lantern here with fairy lights wrapped around pip berries inside of it, and they are on a timer. Those pip berries are on a timer. I have just a little stool here, some bells, and then there's a funky bow swag on the top of that lantern. And here is a lantern, sorry for the bright light there, sorry about that. That's a spotlight that goes to the front door. And then this is another little lantern I got at Hobby Lobby, actually on deep sale. And Chris put another pathway light in there. And it stays out here all year round and comes on with all the other lights. And I have a little snowman, wooden snowman, big snowman actually, with a sleigh sitting in front with, you know, little snow people in it and a blanket. That's a blanket. They're from Kirkland's. I got that years ago. I did not purchase one thing out here this year. My cousin Stacy made me this beautiful welcome sign with her cricket. I have the same ornament garland wrapped around into this lit pine wreath. It's a very big wreath. I think it's like 30 inches around. And then here's my little red wagon. You can't tell that it's got anything red on it other than the Christmas time red stuff. But I don't go into huge detail about this, but I just have white lights running all through. That's another pine this is a pine wreath here. And lit pine garland running through with poinsettias and just this and that sitting in there making it feel Christmassy. Then I have this cardinal rug with lots of leaves. Sorry about the leaves. Cardinal rug I got from Amazon, I believe. And that's it for the front porch. So let's go on in. You can see the tree that I have upstairs on the landing. Let's go on in for our indoor tour. All right, here we go. When I'm walking in to the front door, we're going to do a little walkthrough with me talking first. And then, as I said, I'll give you that minute mark again to where you can go and just watch this tour set to music. But for now, I want to walk you through just real quick. I'm not going to go into tons and tons and tons of detail, but just to give you a little background and a little information, just in case you haven't been with me during my Christmas decor series this year. So let me first say that we live in not quite a center hall colonial. There's more house to the left than there is to the right, but you can look up. And I have a little white Christmas tree up on that table with two pretty florally chairs flanking it. And the living room is to the right. Formal living room. We're not very formal people, as you can see, but that is the formal living room. And then that's the family room straight ahead. And then this is the dining room. First time in my life I've been able to walk around my dining room table. Anyway, I'll come back to these rooms. We'll end with those. This is how you go in the basement. We have a full basement under here. We do have a main floor master that I'm not gonna show in this video. But anyway, you walk into here and there's Mr. Sam. There he is. Bless his big heart. Right, buddy? He's our newfie, Sam. And as you can see, you can look right through here, right through the family room into the kitchen and the kitchen eating area. That's the mud room that you go through to get to the garage. That's the garage door there. Then there's a little hallway down there. And there's a powder room, and the laundry room is down there too. So we have a big staircase that separates the front from the back of the house. And this is why I kind of do my Christmas decor into two different colors, because I just love the lighter and airier colors, and that side of the house is dedicated to my mom, who would have loved that. But back in this part of the house, I do kind of stick with the more traditional colors of reds and burgundies and golds. But anyway, let's start here at my cozy corner. Again, I will put a link to my entire Christmas decor playlist down in the description, so you can go and watch many different videos of me literally putting these vignettes, or in this case, this cozy corner, together. A lot of the things that you see have been gifts to me, like the sleigh. One of you guys gave that beautiful sleigh to me. And I'm sure if you've given me something that you will see it throughout the decor. I made this little centerpiece and it's got colored lights. I should have changed the batteries in those, but they're just dim right now. It's right after Thanksgiving. It's actually the Sunday after Thanksgiving that I'm recording this, and you'll see this a week from tomorrow. It'll take me that long to edit. So anyway, this is the mantle. And as I have said many times, Jesus takes front and center because he, in my mind, is the reason for the season. But again, I'll give you a link to that playlist, and you can go and see where I got everything and watch me. A lot of them are decorate with me's, and you can see how I put all of this together. Since you've seen my fireplace, I did purchase a couple new snowmen, him being one. 3 new snowmen actually, and then I bought another one to match the one with the red beanie over there, and then I bought this little guy. Check it out, he needs a little shave. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. And then I got a new tree skirt this year that says Merry Christmas. This is our main Christmas tree here. It is 9 feet tall, but with that topper that Chris and I made last year, makes it about 12 or 13 feet tall. This is, as I said, I'm sorry, I'm stepping around Sam here. Our main Christmas tree, and a lot of these ornaments are keepsakes, and the kids and my dad and Chris and I put all of the ornaments on Thanksgiving night, and this tree means tons and tons to me. Very special. I see so many memories on this tree. So I made this wreath for my dad, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, and he gave it back to me because he hosted Christmas the one year, Christmas Eve the one year that I made this for him. So he brought it back. He said, here, you put it on your door because I'll be here. I said, okay. So that's where I put it. Here's our couch with the many pillows that I needed to move for Thanksgiving so everybody could sit down. Oh my goodness, hi buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. And here is what I call my ivy table. So named because it used to have ivy leaves painted on the front, and Chris repainted it to match all of the other black furniture that we have, and you'll see. But I love this picture. It is of Santa Claus holding the baby Jesus, giving him the respect that's due him, for sure. Decorating is my passion, y'all. I just absolutely love it. And I feel so lucky that I'm still have my health at 58 and I'm able to do this. I absolutely love it. And this is a pencil tree from Walmart. Got it last year at Walmart. I got that little snowman at a 2 Times New, a little secondhand shop here in town, and this is actually a box that I hung up there with a command strip Velcro. I made that last year, and I made that, and a dear friend of mine's mother-in-law made that pretty tablecloth, and Danielle with Danielle's Decor gave me that beautiful joy bird and the bag behind it. And I made that bow. And then this is the kitchen. This is the, the heart of our home. Absolutely the heart of our home. And my favorite room, one of my favorite rooms of the house, actually the living room is my favorite room. But this is one of my favorites. And we did decorate the tops of the cabinets a bit. Just a touch of Christmas here and there on the top. Just replacing certain items. Maybe it's cold outside, you know. And just put some bells there. That's where we keep all our coffee and Keurig cups and Sam's meds and everything. I did replace the summery bowls with red bowls there, and there's our forks, knives, and spoons that Chris always teases me about. He's really glad that they're labeled so he knows where he can find his stuff. I just had this here for Thanksgiving, and I had coffee and cream and all that out on there. This is just 2 little placemats. And here's coffee and tea central, of course. And then again, you know, go to the video where I decorate the kitchen windows, and you'll see that we glued, well, they were already glued in the video, but Chris glued the plates onto the chargers for me. They're just melamine plates on plastic chargers. Not an expensive project, but boy, it gives a punch of Christmas there. And this centerpiece, I got that vase at the same place where I got the snowman up there at 2 Times New. Real pretty little secondhand vase, but I love this arrangement. That came out really pretty. And the Lord is my strength and my song, Psalm 118:14. Stacy, my cousin, made that for me with her Cricut. And then I just mirrored on this side what I did on the other side. Here's a Yankee candle, burning, red berry and cedar. Smells really good. And I didn't do too much over here, just joy. And a little cardinal salt and pepper shakers that one of you guys gave me. And then more Christmassy stuff up on top. Christmas tree up there on top of the hood. But the little guy coming down the ski slope. I got him at the Christmas Mouse in Williamsburg a long, long time ago. We hung that frosted garland there. I think I got that at the end that last year. As you all know, I did not buy a ton of decor this year. Here's my Then Sings My Soul lantern. Again, Stacy made that sticker for me, and this is a funky bow topper that I made last year for this lantern. It's got fairy lights up in it. When I do the tour and with all the other big lights out, you'll see that flashing away. But yeah. Here is a lantern that Bella at Bella D Designs made and purchased from her. I also have, this is the large version, and I believe she has them available again. Go to her channel and check it out, or check in the description. I'll give you a link for her and her website. And I made this arrangement to highlight her pretty lantern. Little wintry scene, little carolers there. Kind of pinky red poinsettias. Flanked by a couple of pretty wooden Christmas trees and deer. Super happy with how that worked out. You look all the way through here. Let me back up a minute. It's very open concept. The beam is a support beam. We can't do anything about that. I wish we could, but we can't. It has to be there. But you can still, it has a nice, beautiful view all the way through. This is the desk. Again, this is all the black furniture you see, the table and chairs, that hutch, the TV credenza, and this desk are all from Hooker. We bought it for this house when we moved in. Super happy with how this worked out. One of you guys suggested that I put some tails on these bows when I put up this video, and I did that day right after I read your comment. I'm like, duh, I meant to do that and didn't. So thanks for the little nudge there and the reminder. They look a lot prettier with those tails. I'm really happy with how this worked out though. Chris put me a little up light back there. It's a little different color, but it's kind of cool because it kind of looks snowy. You'll see that better when the lights are out. I was really happy with how, I love the pops of red in my decor this year. I absolutely love them. They are, it just has made my heart sing to do that, you know? I really loved it. So as we work our way around, I do have an old wreath out here. Wonderful, let me turn the light on here. My dear friend Rich made me this beautiful fabric garland, and it just matches this wreath to a T. And I made this wreath before I had the garland, and he sent me that garland. Beautiful, beautiful. And I put it out here because I kind of went more for the bright reds this year. But this looks beautiful in here. Gives us a touch of Christmas every single day. And this room is the catch-all, so I'm going to turn out the light. Here's my corner cabinet. This is not Hooker furniture. I've got this cabinet at a local country store called Dottie's Den. I have that in town here. A dear friend of mine gave me that beautiful cardinal tray many years ago. And this is where I found this little Santa at Michael's one day that matches all of the striped runners that I have, and then these are just a napkin that Chris cut up for me. This is where I keep my little bit of a Lenox collection. I don't have many, but what I have is right here. I made this funky bow, a little swag, and just put it on a pine wreath with a bell hanging there, and a little snowman there, and a little snowman on the floor over there. And then let me take you into the powder room real quick. This is the laundry room real quick. It's not the cleanest, but I'll show it to you. I have a couple little, just a plaque and a little lantern. Nothing was in here when we moved in, except for the floor, and it was plumbed. That's a jacket I took off because I got hot doing this tour. This color is butternut, and the color out here all over these walls is perfect Greige. Got that from, it's a Sherwin Williams color, but we had Home Depot mix it. And this is butternut. This is the only room that's a different color. I made it to go right with these curtains. Butternut from Home Depot. So Chris installed all the cabinets, the sink, the backsplash, that ceramic backsplash there. He installed everything. So that's the laundry room. There's all my pups. And Sam, bless his heart, is the only one left. Boy, oh boy. Time goes by way too fast, y'all. Here's the powder room. Let me flip on the light real quick. And I kind of built this room around this wreath that I made. A happy heart makes the face cheerful. Proverbs 15:13. Isn't that the truth? Believe in the magic of Christmas. Just touches of red and silver and white in here. Changed out the candles in there, keep those up all year. Glitter, sparkle, shine, but most of all, be kind. Merry Christmas. It's a funky bow, I made that. Danielle gave me Heaven and Nature Sing. But that's the powder room. Again, Chris installed everything in here. This came with a pedestal sink. And we bought the sink and the mirror and the light fixture from Home Depot and had them deliver. Move out here and take a peek at the table. Oh my goodness, I love this setup. These 3 lanterns came from Walmart, and I did a double funky bow to them and flanked the middle one with these Christmas trees that I got from Hobby Lobby. And very simply put tinsel around the candles inside, and I got the candles from Lowe's a couple of years ago, and Chris has them all ganged together into one switch over here. I don't know how he did it, so don't ask me, but I can turn everything off and back on, and he's got it hooked up to an external battery, and it can run for hours, and we just have to recharge the external battery. Here is my big kitchen hutch. Pretty much all of that is, oh, and the top shelf is new this year. The Believe I got from Home Goods. I did have the snowman, and I had the foliage and the pictures behind them, but the plates and the chargers, again, did the same thing over here, are new. Pip berries stay up all year round. I just added the red to bring out the pop of red. And then I got that Joy at Ross. The cardinals were given to me, and everything else was not new on this. But you'll see, for those of you who have given me things, will see those candlesticks. My mother-in-law gave me the salt and pepper shakers. Somebody gave me this snow globe cardinal. And then I was given this beautiful, beautiful truck, Arlene's Country Craft Corner. Got that Santa as a gift from Michael's. Gift with a purchase. The bells that are here and over on the cozy corner came from Cracker Barrel last year, but they still have them this year. You can find them. Then I just did a little something to this corner. As you will remember, Bobby from perpetualribbons.com sent me this beautiful combination of ribbon that I made a big funky bow with, so I hung it there with the other snowmen. It looks really pretty there. And the Believe, that is new. The Believe is new. I don't remember where I got it though. Don't remember. Yeah, let's turn around and I'll do a pan through. But here's a little Santa Claus. I just left my blue. This is the only blue and white I really left out and loud and in charge here, and I just kind of added some blue. It's really pretty. I like it right there. One of these years maybe I'll go to blue. I doubt it for Christmas. I really like the silvers and ice blue. I really enjoy that more, to be honest with you. And here's my big hutch, and I just have Christmas trees, silver Christmas trees, and gold lanterns, and a couple of silver snowmen up there. And then I didn't really do too much to the inside, other than I added some really pretty florals and an angel, little Santa, very subtle, little Noel, very subtle Christmassy accents, you know, just to bring in the bling of Christmas. Yeah, I made these bows. I just added silver ornament garland into the green pine garland to do that. And this tree, my dad, this was his favorite tree. I've got what tree? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, many trees, 4 trees, and this was his favorite, this little tree. He says I should move it over in front of the window so that people could see it from the window. He kept coming out here and looking at this tree, bless his heart. He just loved this tree. So, and this is just, again, another little pencil tree. And I put a little piece of garland in it. And just silver and white and blue bulbs. And then I got that lantern from the lady at the Sweet Sandy at Salvation Army. I went and did a funky bow class for them, and she gave me that lantern to thank me. And so I made that topper last year for it, and I think it pairs beautifully with this tree. That's just a piece of faux fur I got from Joe Wayans last year. And then I got this church and or little house or church and tree from BJ's, I believe, many years ago. I've had that for many years. I made this wreath several years ago. This is a burlap and deco mesh wreath. And then I just found that Christmas picture to match. And then this is my sideboard, all pretty white and just a very light blue. White magnolias and glitter everywhere. But I'm really happy with how this worked out too. So pretty. It's Jim Shore. And then I got that bud vase from the Minuteman Mini Mall over in Culpeper, Virginia, and just did a pretty arrangement in there. And then I just sat a couple of things in this little chair this year with a pretty pillow. And this is one of my favorite lantern centerpieces I've ever created. And again, I've dedicated this whole side of the house to my mom. But I used all silvers and ice blues in this too. And I used really old LED lights that telescope blue. So you'll see when I go through here how that they just glow blue. They're so pretty. And I got these Christmas trees at Hobby Lobby last year. And I just picked up these silver candlesticks from the Christmas department in Hobby Lobby. They were very cheap, not expensive at all. Everything else I had. And this is my grandmother's old hutch. And this is where I've kind of pulled away a little bit away from the blues. And y'all just saw this the other day for those of you who saw this video last week. But I make this decor for this. I kind of vowed when I redid this after Christmas last year that I would try to decorate this for the seasons around my mom's doll that's dressed in blush pink. So this is actually a lantern topper that I made last year for a big cream lantern I have. And I added just some pink to it this year and hung it kind of on the corner. I got those deer at Williamsburg, but I have seen them in Tuesday morning, I believe, this year. Little Santa in the back there. I made that little arrangement up in a pink vase, blush pink vase, pink candles, little owls. I put some pink water in that little container there. Little Santa in the front. And then I just put touches of Christmas inside. Again, more gifts that sweet Lisa gave me. All of the crystal pieces that you see there. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Very, very happy with it. And then the living room, my favorite room of the house, like I said when I was out in the kitchen. Truly one of my very favorite rooms. I come in here to work on comments, to edit videos, to read whenever I take time to read, which isn't very often. But I love this room. It's a calm, sweet, not formal room. Now, let me take you around here a little bit because I didn't do any videos for in this room. I wanted this room to kind of be a surprise for you guys. Stacy again, bless her heart, made me our family a circle of strength and fidelity, founded on faith, joined in love, and kept by God. That was my Christmas present last year. She made that for me. Then I made this last year for the first time. Remade it this year. A lot of the stuff this year is redone, just put in different places in the house. I kind of made that new this year. Well, the container's not new, but I made the flower arrangement. Winter Wonderland. As we move on down, nothing special here, just you know, a little silver doily. Merry and bright. And then this is my favorite tree, well, other than the family tree. Family tree is my all-time favorite, but I absolutely love this tree. It kind of telescopes pink, if I'm honest. But, so I've kind of pulled in pink into this tree a lot. Chris and I made up that topper together again. We work well as a team, y'all. He helps me so much. I am so lucky. But there's not too many sentimental. There are some sentimental ornaments on this tree, but it's pretty much just an eclectic mix of little Barbie ornaments. My mother-in-law always gave the girls Barbie ornaments. Little special things that you guys have sent me. Arlen's Country Craft Corner. There's the blue, and there's a pink one over here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we just have not too much underneath, but just, you know, a couple of little owls and polar bear, a little train. Well, this thing right here, my goodness, that thing is old. It must be 3 decades old, y'all. I'm not even kidding you. Little owls and polar bears and whatever on the tree too. Pink, I love pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors. I have a lot of favorite colors. Then I made this. This is my first craft this year, my first DIY. I had bought that trough and at home, and I wanted to make something to highlight this beautiful ribbon that I got again from Bobby at perpetualribbons.com. Made a big funky bow there and made this arrangement. And I got this pillow cover from Amazon. And Jim Shore snowman, he was a gift. Little Dickens house. Again, more pillow covers from Amazon. All 4 of those. Little blanket, little bear, little eagle. We love eagles. Love Alaska, y'all. And then I just very simply made up this little centerpiece with my mom's tray. That was a tray they used at Mom and Dad's wedding reception. Just put a little angel in the back, little chippy angel, some blue, little bird, little Christmas tree, blue Christmas tree. Very simple, little silver leaves. Very simply done, but sometimes it doesn't have to be large and in charge, does it? It can be soft and pretty. Then on over here, this is a 2-tier tray I got just recently, and I had it done up for fall with those silver acorns. I left the silver acorns in, added a silver candle and just some blue picks. I found this pretty picture today at and I don't have any place to hang it, so I just sat it in front there. But it looks pretty. Another Jim Shore snowman. And again, Sweet Rich made me this beautiful fabric garland, and I wrapped a silver ornament garland into it. And I painted those bears a while back, chalk painted them. And Chris put a Christmas tree hat right on my grandmother's candy dish. That's his decoration. And that's my beautiful mama on her wedding day to my dad. Married till the day she died, y'all. And then one more little arrangement here in the living room. Surrounded, you know, kind of just surrounded this beautiful white deer. Had him for years with just pretty touches. Grandmother's secretary, very, very old. Somebody asked me where this was, and here it is. This is my big Jim Shore angel. Got her last year, I believe. Then as we turn around here to the foyer, I just created all of this year. This is all of this stuff was in different places last year. And you all just saw this video, so I don't need to go into big detail. But I didn't have the lights on the, well, I might have a picture in that video of this wreath with the lights plugged in, or with the batteries in. And then this little table. These pictures, for those of you who might ask, I got at Kirkland's. They flank each side of the foyer. They are not the exact same, but they are very similar. Get back further. And that's it, y'all. That is it. for my Christmas home tour. And now I will morph in to some footage with all of these big fat lights out, just set to music, just to Christmas music. And I already said my final words at the beginning, so I'll just say here while I'm talking to you. Until next time, I hope y'all have a merry, merry, merry Christmas and a very happy new year. I hope you get to spend Christmas with those you love and who love you. And I love you. Catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.